Hey everyone, Rob here from the SnapCast, and today we have a Ravnica Allegiance Mythic Edition box. This one was graciously donated by one of our listeners, and he's going to let us open it up here on camera for him. Can't thank him enough for letting us do this, and we're going to show off the greatness that is in it. Now, one thing to talk about is the drop in value, I would say, from what we've seen in previous Mythic editions. If you look back at the original one, you had some really good stuff from with Teferi, Vraska, providing a lot of good value to that first one. But this one, sadly, does not. One thing that is cool, though, is it does let you know on the inside of the box, for those who have not seen it, exactly, sorry for the camera shakes, what's going to be in here. And let you know, hey, we got 24 booster packs, and 8 of which are going to contain this special masterpiece. All right, it's a nice little draft kit to have some fun. And one thing, too, they did different this time is they actually put labels on the booster packs that have the Mythic Edition Planeswalkers in them. So then you know which ones are which. So then you can kind of set it up. You can do it by random, however you wish. Separate it so that one person each gets one. And we'll see how that goes. All right, now let's figure out how to take this apart. There we go. Really nice packaging. Probably where most of the cost went in on this. And here we are. All right. Close that back up, set that over there. So these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So these 8 right here, 4. These are the ones, and you can tell by looking underneath what Planeswalker's inside. So you can see there, this one we're going to have Kea. Alright. So instead of me looking to see which ones we're going to open up, as we open all of these packs, what we'll do is we'll do 8 piles of 3, and just go through each one. 8 sets of 3, I should say. So we'll set them up here. We'll just go through. Hopefully everyone's really enjoying Ravnica Allegiance. The first standard open was wonderful with it. We were able to see, I was surprised that aggro did not take it down. I really thought it was. Breeding Pool, there we go, good rare, good first rare. But to see mid-range and control, I think is an indication of how healthy the format is right now for standard. And there's a lot you can play. Go through the commons. Ring Embattlement, decent rare. Move those up there. Get this out, get this out. Oh. I should have opened up a Mythic Edition pack this time. Cinder Vines, really good. Our first foil is an uncommon. Let's go ahead and we'll open up one of these. We'll move that over. And this has the Planeswalker in it on top of the normal rare. Growth Spiral, fantastic common. And this, a lot of your Gates lists are using it right now. Gate Colossus, another just money uncommon. Prime Speaker Vanifar. Keep an eye out for Prime Speaker Vanifar in Modern. And hey, K was our first one. Okay, and I am already set to get these sleeves. A lot of people at first, whenever K or Prime Speaker Vanifar was spoiled, there's a lot that were like, yes, Pod's back. And then there were the naysayers that were like, this is nothing like Pod. I agree. It is nothing like Pod. Pod was an artifact. Wasn't as much artifact hate as we've seen in the past. So that's what made Birthing Pod so good. And you could activate it the turn you played it. But if you untap with Prime Speaker Vanifar, it is very difficult to lose. Spirit Skewer is another good one for Mono Red. Got Windstorm Drake. Sharktocrab, and Incubation Druid. Another wonderful, good Good box so far. So we are on our second Mythic edition already. Terramander. Terramander's been making waves too, as we talked in our last box opening. Priest of Forgotten Gods and Karn, Sign of Urza. Karn is one of the, I think the top one right here, coming in at $60-ish selling, whereas like Kaya is down around 22. And that's where a lot of people are kind of displeased with this Mythic Edition set, is the value really isn't there. If you put all 8 of these Mythic Edition Planeswalkers together, the current value on tcgplayer.com hovers around $260. And these Mythic Editions are selling on eBay for about $350 if you can find them. There's been rumors about warehouse mix-ups, and that's why they sold out early. I don't have any confirmation on it. Unbreakable Formation. Let's get these ones over here at least. Alright. Yeah, 1 second as I try to get this set. Make it look nice and pretty. Foils. What I'm going to call, actually we'll just do Mythics. Or Guild Gates. Through another Gate Colossus, another Terramander, and a Seraph of the Scale. So 2 Mythics already. Let's see what this one is. Good old Galloping Liz Frog. Screaming Shield. Resolute Watchdog, and a Blood Crypt. So our second Shockland here, and a Jaya Ballard. Let's go ahead again, get this sleeved up. I'll give it, they are very pretty to look at. Jaya Ballard fetching a full $17 right now. I know it's kind of sad, but they can't make them all money. Hero of Dominaria, I think, is the most expensive one still from the original Mythic Edition set. And I think Domri. Teferi is still fetching about $190 currently. Rampage of the Clans. But these are good though for collectors, guys who want to like keep sealed product of everything that Wizards moves. Get Revival Revenge and a foil uncommon. Move these up out of the way. Just so then we can get another row of rares going here once we get close to our chaff stack. I can just move these out. That down, there we go. Sending Guild Mage again. Still significantly love sending Guild Mage. Collision Colossus, 10th Street Dodger, and Biomancer's Familiar. And there's our Johnny Mentor of Heroes. Now, Biomancer's Familiar, I'm surprised we're not seeing more play of it, because it does allow you to use adapt multiple times on creatures. Okay, so we got half of our Mythic Edition Planeswalkers out. Another Gate Colossus, that's the third one. Orzhov Enforcer, Incubation Incongruity, and a Thrash Threat. Spear Skewer. There we go. So we got Ministrant Obligation, Azorius Skyguard, Resolute Watchdog, and another Thrash Threat. And the foil Sylvan Bush Rider. That's interesting. Or sorry, Brush Strider. Back-to-back Thrash Threats. Alright. See which Planeswalker we get here. Alright, we got Skatewing Spy. Rhythm of the Wild, there we go. That's a good uncommon. Cry of the Carnarium, and Absorb. Really good counter spell to have. And there's old Dak Faden. Carefully get that put in. Right, 9 more boosters to go. I enjoy sets like these little specialty boxes and that every once in a while, but I feel like they're just, too busy flooding the market with them. Strength of New Prov, Gate Colossus number 4, Forbidden Spirit, and Mirror March. Mortify, wonderful card for Esper or any black-white X decks. Cult Guildmage, Essence Capture, and Cruel Spellbreaker. Again, just wonderful, wonderful card, that Cruel Spellbreaker. Very carefully get this out. Everywhere. Sentinel's Mark, Smeltward Ingus, and Plaza Harmony. Really good for the Gates deck. Just gives that small incremental life gain for you, and acts as, once you get enough gates out there, it's pretty much a rainbow land. And Domri the Chaos Bringer. And sadly, he is also not worth much at all. Only fetching about $25. So if you're in love with Domri, go ahead, hop on TCG Player, get your play set for around $100 if you're looking to foil out your Gruul deck. We got Hack Robot, Rally to Battle, and Macabre Mockery, a rare. Another Rampage of the Clan, so 2 Rampage of the Clans, and 2 Thrash Threats, and a foil Clan Guildmage. Alright, so far we've had 2 Mythics from this, so that's not too bad. Seraph the Scales and Prime Super Vanillafloss. Another Rhythm of the Wild, it's number 2. Spirit of the Spires, Spire Mangler, and Emergency Powers. Alright, another Mythic. Haven't seen it played. Curious to see if it will see play once rotation happens, because there are some better cards in Ixalan block, of course, 19, and Dominaria, which we will be losing this fall. Alright, so we got Archway Angel, wonderful card again for the Gates deck. We got Dagger Caster, Collision Colossus, and Immolation Shaman, with this Planeswalker being Tameo. Tameo is actually the second most expensive one, if you can believe it, from this set. And this needs to go over here. She's fetching right about $50. Her and Connor are the top 2 earners, and everybody else, well, Dak comes in at 44. Then it drops down to less than 30 each. So if you do want to collect them, by all means, go ahead. But I don't think it's a value investment at this point. I think it's more of a collector's investment. Like, I really want to have all of the Planeswalkers. Light up the stage. Wonderful uncommon. First time we've seen it. Basilica Bellhaunt, Tower Defense, and a second emergency powers. All right. We got 4 mythics in this. 2 emergency powers. Can we get another mythic? All right. Zertog Goblin. Archway Angel, Junk Troller, and Repugnant, and Replicate. Sure, I mispronounced that. All right, last pack. Should be no surprise who this one is going to be. This one is going to be Sorin. Skewer the Critics. Growth Spiral again. Right. Basilica Bellhaunt. Rally to Battle. Code of Constraint. And a Verity Circle for our last rare. And there it is, Sorin Markov. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe down below if you would like to see more box openings and more videos from us. Check us out as we do arena plays, we do Magic Online leagues, and we also do some live play testing as well. But that's going to do it for us here. Good box. We got 4 mythics, Prime Speaker, Vanifar, Seraph the Scales, 2 emergency powers. We got 2 Shocklands and Blood Crypt and Breeding Pool. Cinder Vines is a great enchantment to have if you're in Rule colors. And of course, we have our 8 Mythic Edition Planeswalkers. Alright, and before I forget, everything's already cleaned up, put away. We got a pack of Ultimate Masters to open. I'm going to slowly open the box. Prize holder still is Cavern of Souls. Let's see what greatness we can get here. So let's go. Should be... Yep, all of our commons. Okay, first uncommon. Meringue River Prowler. Conflagrate, get the Dredge players out. And Fiend Hunter. Alright, our foil. Uncommon Vengeful Rebirth. Beautiful art on this card. And then the rare. Vexing Devil. People were hoping that Vexing Devil would be able to come back with Pelt Collector because of its ability. Slam down Pelt Collector, and then turn 2 you follow it up with Vexing Devil. Gets +1/+1 counter. Your opponent's either going to keep Vexing Devil out or not. If they decide to take the 4 damage, then you have to sack it. And now your Pelt Collector is a 3/3. So that is that. And then a wonderful Ooze token. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Please be sure to hit that like, subscribe button down below if you would like to see more. Check us out at www.thesnapcast.com for all the latest, greatest content we have to offer. And you can check us out on iTunes. Search for The SnapCast, and you'll see our podcast and wonderful stuff. Thanks again, everyone.